As the title says, I watched more than 24 hours of pro games in CSGO, and here I will show you some fresh stuff I think most of you haven't seen yet. We're gonna start off from B short on Mirage in Kjarby's POV. And as he feels enemies might go to connector and one of their smokes is just fading in bottom connector, he has a cool smoke lineup from short to bottom con. He positions himself in the box corner, aims like shown, and uses left click throw for that. It needs some time because of the long trajectory, smoke takes like 6 seconds to finally pop. But this landing place is good and it does the work very well. Definitely a smoke you want to know when you're often defending B short on Mirage. Before we move on, let's roll a clip to keep me alive.
Dropping 30 bombs and still losing? It's time to start carrying with CSGO Scout. Learn what to buy and when to buy it. Get the scoop on your enemies and teammates. Learn how to play every competitive map. Best of all, it's free. Download it now on Overwolf.
Next up, a moment Reddit people have probably already seen, but it's too good to not to put it into this video. It's Gallagher's smoke plus Molotov combo. Firstly, run jump throw your smoke, so you're aiming a bit above this wooden post and you only run forward right next to the triple box. Like this. Follow your smoke up with a Molotov that lands deep into A ramp. Molotov should ensure that they are not in the A main, and when smoke pops, then it pretty much guarantees that they are behind your smoke. Or if they are not, then you get isolated 1 versus 1 duel. Very smart stuff by Gallagher. And you may have already seen what happens next. Faven wants to push the smoke and Gallagher gets one of the easiest kills in his life. Super general. Alrighty nuke. Here I want to show you a genius flash by aizy. Make sure squeaky door is a bit damaged, so it has the smallest hole possible. If it's damaged more than that, it's not gonna work that well. Line yourself up on this dot and crouch. Aim almost the right top corner of this red A sign. Then just left click throw your flash. Very nice stuff, this time it also worked and aizy got a duel against NEFFEX that resulted in a kill. Feel free to try it out in your own games. Overpass. And one smoke lineup from Speedy that I haven't seen before. Round starts, Speedy runs into heaven, hugs this door, aims just above the line on the bomb site pillar, and now he holds his smoke ready, so if it's a monster rush, he would left click throw this smoke and it would make the site take a lot harder for the enemy team. Unfortunately, he never threw this smoke, but I went into an offline server to test it out for you. Simple left click throw and the smoke lands next to Toxic. So tees don't really want to push through it. This simple smoke could win you some valuable time and make your B side defense a lot stronger. We're gonna continue with overpass once again, and I'm going to show you cool execute by Beak here. To begin with, we're in Gallagher's POV. His job is to firstly clear B short, then he positions himself under this first pole from the left, aims like shown, and left click throws his molly. It nicely lands next to lower door and either forces defenders out in the open or they have to fall back. Xantares just flashes twice and tries to push monster. Dennis is also going to push with Xantares, but his job is to throw this early jump throw flash and Molotov Toxic. Unfortunately, he misses the Toxic Molotov. Tizian in B short firstly covers those sneaky angles that no one else is covering, then gets stuck next to this tunnel, aims like shown, jump throws the smoke that lands perfectly in heaven, and then throws a Molotov for ABC or graffiti, whatever you want to call it. This was also the main reason I wanted to briefly go over this execute. I know this is not a very detailed breakdown, you can let me know in the right top corner of the video if you would be interested in such a tactic breakdown videos in the future, but just for those 2 Molotovs, I wanted to go over this execute, and these mollies make it very unique. Enemies can possibly push the smokes, but when those 2 mollies are down, Beak has around 7 seconds to clear the site without worrying about this annoying graffiti / lower angle. They only have to worry about this when someone is smoking one of the Molotovs. Once again, Beak is surprising their enemies big time. One more little knowledge cookie from Overpass. Heaven counter boost. Feel free to try it out yourself since it's a very underrated move on pretty much every level. Alright, again B and again copy with a very simple flash on the nuke. I'm not going to stop here for long, pretty straightforward. After the flash, Xantares goes in and actually gets one kill. But in this case scenario, flash did nothing. JW just didn't expect Xantares to push through the Molotov. But it's still a good flash for all those close lobby angles. The Dust 2 and round number 7 in Peaks match against Sprout. Here are many things I want to show you. Firstly, copy, the utility genius completely messes up the Xbox smoke. Or maybe it's a 5000 IQ fake smoke, never know. But fortunately Tapson here shows us how to smoke Xbox properly. This is without the jump throw version of that. And later into the round, when they are hitting B, he also throws a great lined up flash. Position yourself left side of this shadow, aim above this brown mark on the wall, and left click throw. The flash pops pretty high in the air and is harder to react for people playing close. It's definitely more effective than a random run throw B flash. Inferno and Kenny S, nothing too fancy here, just the way he flashes himself middle here. Most of the times people want to flash deep CT side, but he is more going for this left side top middle angle and flashes behind himself. This also allows him to continuously face middle, so he don't have to turn away from the flash. Simple stuff, but some of you might find it interesting. Mirage and once again copy. If you want to smoke jungle from deep top middle, then here's one easy way to do it. Get stuck in this corner, aim right top part of this window border, and jump throw your smoke. Smoke flies high, finally bounces a couple of times there and lands perfectly to jungle. So it leaves no gaps for enemies to work with. They can only flash themselves through it like Speedy tries to do here. Unlucky. The nuke. Neff shows us a jump throw smoke that allows you to smoke under heaven windows. Line yourself up with this window border, aim at almost this corner like shown, and whenever is the right time for you, just jump throw. Smoke bounces off from the skybox, then bounces on the roof, and finally lands right in front of those windows. Here it is. Could be a useful smoke to know when you want to just cause some mess or actually take outside. Next up, overpass again. I have shown you a similar idea about a year ago, but here we can see it in play by MVP PK's csgo, who uses this flash from A side to B in their eco round. It's a great way how A players with their flashes can be very useful to help their teammates to defend B. Another overpass move, this time by Neff. Firstly, he holds Monster, and look how he peeks B short angle. He jumps over the common angle that CTs tend to hold and then peeks that from opposite side, killing Allo with ease. Now let's have a look at Allo's POV, and I have turned X-ray on so that you can see how Neff plays it to perfection. Very well done indeed. The nuke. If you want to make yourself as hard target as possible but still want to get the info here, then jump spot like Cerrado does here. The ceiling will help you to quickly get down after jumping, but you can still see over the stairs. This is what they can see. They could probably spot you, but you are a very hard target to hit. The Dust 2 and Heroic's way to immediately get themselves into a 4 vs 5 situation. NATO throws this legendary cross smoke to B, and then with the help of friendly teammate S-Tag, they make a 2-man tower behind the smoke. So NATO sees over it and gets an early kill to Jamie. Very much super general. Let's look at this move one more time from another angle. Quick, easy and effective. Well done, Heroic. Next up, the same game. I just want to show you a cool off angle that Flame F uses here. It's especially good for dodging all the flashes they throw over the double doors. The only way they can flash you is through the doors, because all the flashes they are throwing in the sky do not work for you if you are in this position. Overpass, a decent smoke by Friberg here. But since you have been watching this video for that long, make sure you do subscribe first, so you won't miss those new ideas that I'm going to upload here in the future. Also, don't forget the bell. After that, get stuck in this corner, aim at this black dot on the wall, and jump throw. This smoke will land into a banana and helps your teammates to get some control over there. In this case scenario, they use the smoke to get a connector control from top side of con. And the last piece of knowledge comes from the mastermind Fallen. Firstly, the way he flashes A twice here, but then after some seconds, he wants to smoke jungle / connector, so he gets stuck in this Tetris corner, aims at the top right corner of the third black rectangle from the right, and then moves forward plus jump throws at the same time. Smoke will bounce off from the wall and nicely land to its place. Anyways, this is it for today. There's a slight chance that by the time this video goes live, I'm also live streaming. It's 50-50, but feel free to hop in and see if I'm actually streaming. See you on stream, guys. Peace out.